हृदयेरवो मद्भक्ता यत्र गायन्ति तत्र तिष्ठामि नारदाय. Perumal gives his address. Somebody asked him, "What is your permanent address?" Somebody nowadays they ask, right? This is another big problem, sir. If you don't have address, then you are doomed. No, people even when they want to scold or rain abuse, they abuse a person. You are a person without address, right? Address தெரியாதவங்க கிட்ட எல்லாம் ஏன் பாரு, they say like. So you need an address. It could be your login ID. It could be a password, but you need an address. So somebody asked, a devotee asked Perumal, "So what is your permanent address?" So he said, "Naham bhagami Vaikunte ge. My permanent address is not Vaikunta." Then, do you live in the heart of the yogis? Na yoginam hridaye ravo. I don't live in the heart of the yogis. Then, madbhakta yatra gayanti, where my devotees chant my holy name, my leelas. Then what do I do there? Tatra tishtami Narada. He is addressing Narada. So the person who asked him must be Narada, right? Oh Narada, I don't stay in Vaikuntha. I don't stay in the heart of the devotees, bhakti yogis. What does it mean? It means that he loves the association of the devotees where they glorify his holy name and they dance in ecstasy. This is exactly what Purasekara says in the first verse of Mukundamala. The first verse of Mukundamala, all of you know, Sri Vallabha, Varada, Dayapara, Bhakta Priya, Bhavaluntana Kovida, Natha, Nagashayana, Jagannivasa, Jagannatha. So I have to chant like this every moment. Please make me a devotee. See that you transform me in such a form that I always chant this Sri Vallabheti Varadeti Dayapareti Bhakta Priyeti Pavalundana Kovideti Nateti Nagachayaneti Jagannivasa Iti Alapanam. Generally they write in the book Dhyalapanam, it's not Dhyalapanam. Iti Alapanam Pratipatam Kurume Mukunda Pratipadam. I should always do all my karmas, all my duties, all my prescribed duties, chanting your holy name, chanting your glory, chanting your name. So you are the only one who protects me. Oh Mukunda, Kuru me Mukunda, Kuru, you make me. You are always the Rakshaka, you always protect me. So I should always be chanting your holy name. Whenever I do the daily course of life, whatever I do. I may eat a biscuit or chocolate, then also I should thank you. I may eat dosa, I may eat idli, I may be walking, I may be jogging, I may be doing exercise, I may be in the gym, but everywhere you make me chant your name, putting it on here. This is what is Sharanagati. Put everything on his head. You make me a perfect devotee. I surrender to you so that you will make me a perfect devotee. You should make me such a devotee that I should follow all your injunctions, all the Acharya's words. And I should please through all my actions. I should please you to the maximum possible extent through all my actions, through all my words, through all my thoughts. That's what he prays in the first verse itself, right? Iti alapanam pratipadam kurume mukunda. Every step, every action, I should be chanting my name. The question is, how can we do that? I'm giving a lecture here. I am on official duty, suppose, and I'm working on my laptop. So how can I chant the holy name when I'm doing some work, very important work? I will forget. Naturally, the natural tendency to forget things, because I have to concentrate on one thing, automatically I'll forget the other things. How can I keep everything, so many things simultaneously? Now, for this Alvar says, now you are breathing, right? Whatever you do, you are breathing continuously. So what's the problem in thinking of Krishna? You don't forget to breathe. It goes on naturally. So the name should also be something like breathing. It should come as natural as possible. That you make it. You make me such a devotee that every second, every minute I spend, I should be chanting your name. It's breathing your name. That's your how to do. You are capable of doing. You are a Satya Kama, Satya Sankalpa. You are capable of doing Agarita Ghatana Shakti. Everything. So this is what is surrender. See that I chant your name without any offense, without any aparadha. That you can do. So you are capable of doing that. So I always should chant your holy name in any birth. Give me any birth, I am ready to take any birth. I don't bother. You give me birth even in hell. I'm ready to go to hell. But there also I should chant your name. Mukunda Murda Pranipadya Yache. I beg you this boon. What is that boon? Bhave Bhave Mestu Avismriti Tvacharanarvinde. Avismriti, I should not forget your name, your holy lotus feet wherever I am. Even if I could be in Naraka. Diviva Bhuviva Mamastu Se Narakeva Narakam Takaprakam. Bhagavan Nama Sitapat Srinatha Narayana Vasudeva Sri Krishna Bhakta Priya Chakrapane Sri Padmanabhachyuta Kaitabare Sri Rama Padmaksha Hare Murare Ananta Vaikunta Mukunda Krishna Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Vaktum Samarthopi Na Bhakti Kaschit Aho Jananam Yasana Abhimukyam Purnamala again. So why people are suffering here? I don't know why people are suffering. And there is just easiest possible way where you can enjoy, relish the holy name of the Lord. Why people are not chanting these names? Ananta, Vaikunta, Mukunda, Krishna, Govinda, Damodara. They are capable of chanting, right? They have tongue. God has given 32 teeth and one tongue. He has given all the energy to chant the holy name. Purusakara says, I don't know why people are unable to chant these names and why they are so much attached to materialistic pleasures. Aho jananam vyasana abhimukyam. Why are they suffering if they chant even once? The holy name of Hari, Rama, Krishna, Ananta, Vaikunta, Mukunda, Krishna, Govinda, Damodara, Madhavati. Hari, Murari, Sri Krishna, Govinda, Hare, Murare, Enatha, Narayana, Vasudeva. Everything, holy name, is very powerful. तव कथामृतं सप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहम्. Every day they chant in Vrindavan in this Kartik month, Brajabhumi, chant Gopi Geet. श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदागतं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ते भूरिदा jana. Every day they'll be chanting. The whole of this month is called Damodara month. Kartik month in Vrindavan, Brajabhumi is called Damodara month because Keshava month is Margasira. We also accept that. The only thing is we start on a different date and they have the Sauramana and Chandramana difference. But now is Kartik for them. So we'll be chanting this Gopi Geet every day and Damodara Ashtakam. So why, what is the importance of this? Iti yugajate tvamapashyata. So even a microsecond, a millionth of a second is like one yuga. Millions of years, if you don't chant, if you don't see, if you don't hear even, that is the real law. They'll be like fish out of water. if they cannot chant holy name. So Alvar says, I didn't chant your name, I didn't hear your leelas all these years. Padide poyena endru anji. Palakaram marudeen. I just cried and cried. Because I lost all these years. All this time was lost, just like that. It just flew. The time flew away. The time flies like anything. The time flows. According to physics, the time flows. According to Vedanta, the time flies. Without your knowledge. It's a beautiful bhajan, you know. Bachpan beeta khel khel mein. That is the definition of bachpan. Childhood. What is the definition of childhood? Only play. That's all. The most relevant word which can be tagged to bachpan, childhood, is play. That's all. Nothing else. What do they do? Bari Javani Soya. Soya means they have been sleeping the whole of youth. They don't do anything worthwhile. They sleep out of intoxication. It could be drug, it could be drinks, it could be bad association, it could be materialistic pleasures, right? देखो बुढ़ापा क्या सोचे अब क्या पाया क्या खोया. Now you have become old. Just reflect, what have you gained, what have you lost? But nothing is lost. Even now you are pulled and pushed by so many ropes of passion, relationship, desire, etc. ले ले उसका नाम रे बोलो राम. Even now nothing is lost. Better let them know. बोलो राम राम राम. Why? Why should we chant Ram now? Tan me Ram, man me Ram. Why? In your whole body, he is present as Antaryami. He is present in your body, present in your heart. He is present in your mind, present everywhere. रोम रोम में राम रे, राम सुमिर ले ध्यान लगा दे, छोड़ जगत के काम रे. So the Alvar says, very second, we should immerse ourselves in the holy name of Perumal, Nama Sankirtan. And as a small child, Prahlada, at the age of 7, he immersed himself in the beautiful nectar of holy name of the Lord. And he wanted to distribute that taste. That is Vaishnava. You not only enjoy yourself, you distribute to everyone. So you are not selfish. That's why Ramanuja is great, that's why Vedanta is great, that's why Acharyas are great. They didn't enjoy themselves. They didn't keep for themselves. They had a wonderful sweet and then they don't keep them. They distribute to millions of people. The moment Ramanuja got a wonderful sweet, the taste of the nectar of the holy name, Dvaya Mantra, and the meaning of the Dvaya Mantra, after struggling for so many years, how much effort he might have put, right? Walking 18 times, all the way from Srirangam to Tirukoti, was a sannyasi. Sannyasi is not a joke, right? He has got so many acharas, anushtanas. You read the book Arnigam written by Pativabi Jiyar, right? So many rules and regulations and disciples, preachings. They are bound by so many shastras, so many duties. In spite of all schedule, he walked all the way to Tirukostir, Gostipuram from Srirangam with all his disciples, simultaneously teaching, to get the beautiful meaning, the wonderful meaning of rahasyas, of the mantras. Mantra Upadesha was already over. People misunderstand here. People generally say Ramanuja climbed down the tower and then he revealed the mantra. The moment he received from Tirupati, he didn't receive mantra from Goshti Purna. He already received from Mahapurna. Mahapurna instructed him to get the beautiful meanings, the inner meanings of those mantras, the Rahasyatrayas, given to him by Alavandar. Yamunacharya selected three people and gave them special knowledge. Some people are experts, right? Sorry, if a doctor doesn't mean he knows everything. A doctor is a doctor, but a surgeon is a surgeon. An expert is an expert. A neurologist is a neurologist. Cardiologist is a cardiologist. The doctor doesn't mean he can solve all problems. The cardiologist himself may not be able to solve all the problems present in the heart. Only thing is, you should have a heart to save the life of a patient. But You cannot be expert in every field, right? Similarly, Anavandar gave different things to different people. So he knew the potential of Goshti Purna, Trikoti Nandi, and gave him very secret knowledge. And after testing Ramanuja 18 times, see the commitment of Acharya, commitment of Ramanuja. 18th time when he went with the same sincerity, the same thirst to get all the secrets of mantra, meanings of the mantra, inner meanings of the mantra, to relish the mantra. And then seeing his face, seeing his thirst to know the meaning given by Alavandar or Yamanacharya, then he gave the secrets. He taught the secrets and then gave special instruction was Ragasya se Ragasya. It should not be taught outside. And Ramanuja called all those who are interested. If you are interested to go to Vaikuntha, I will tell you the easiest way. Come. I will tell you the meaning of the mantra. So whatever it is, whether he told the meaning, the controversy, right? He told the meaning of the mantras, he told the mantra, whatever it is, but he immersed himself, he was so immersed in the meaning of the mantras, Ragasyatraya. Mantras, the meanings of the mantras, that he thought, I should not enjoy myself alone, I should distribute to millions of the people. That is Embirman. That is why Goshti Purna Haggadi Mandan said, you are Embirman, you are God. Embirman means what? Perumal only. You are Perumal. Only Perumal can have such a heart. All the while I was putting it in a locker, safety locker. He didn't say, you just throw it on the streets. I have been protecting all these jewels in the locker. He didn't say that. He said, see, you had such a heart. Nobody can have such a heart. Only Perumal can have this heart. So you must be Perumal. To distribute the inner meaning or the essence of liberation or moksha, whatever it is. அண்ணல் ராமானுஜர் வந்து தோன்றி அப்பொழுதே நன்னொரு ஞானம் தலை கொண்டு நாரணர் காயினர். Perumal did so many somersaults to convert people into devotees. He wanted to convert a Nastika into Astika. The conversion means this in this light, right? Should be very careful. Perumal, what is the aim of Perumal? Avataras. He wants everybody to come back to his abode. They are all children, lost children. He has lost those children into this material world, in the samsara. They ran away from the house. He wants them back to his house. What's wrong in that? Any ordinary father would think that if a father has even 20 children, a dozen of children, and even if one child is not there during Deepavali, which is going to come, the mother or the father will be thinking, will be crying for that son. They will not be happy because all 11 children are there, only one child is not there. They will not be happy. Even if one child is missing, they won't be happy. Parents won't. They will be thinking of that child, that fellow. We used to eat together. We used to celebrate every year all together in Deepavali. Now he is stuck because of corona, no flights. Now he is in Australia or Antarctica, whatever it is. The mother will be lamenting that and she will not be happy even if other children are there. That is the natural love of a mother, right? Similarly, Perumal will not be happy even if lakhs and millions of people are there in Vaikuntha, Ananta Garuda, Vishwaksenadi, and also many Jivatmas, Muktatmas. He won't be happy even if one child suffers in the samsara. He cannot be happy. He will not live. He will come down and suffer along with the child, and to take care of the child, he does. It takes the form of a fish or a pig or a boar. மீனோ ராமை கேடல் கோளரியாய் வானாற் குரலாய் மழுப்படை முனியா பின்னு மிராமர் இருவராய் பாரில் திண்ணிய பரந்தீன் தவறை மன்னனுமாய் கலிதேவி திருடம் கல்கியாய் மற்றும் நானா உருவம் கொண்டு நல்லடியோர் வானோர் இன்பம் இங்குற வெய்தி. Why? What is your headache? Why should you come down? Why should you so? I am a sinner. I am destined to be sinner. I find pleasure in this drainage. I am a worm in this drainage. I love this drainage. I think this drainage is the ultimate thing for me. Why should you come down in this drainage to take so many avatars? What is your headache? Why is this fate for you? Advasol. என்னென்றயோனி மாய் பிறந்தாய் இமையோர் தலைவாமை நின்று கேட்டருளாய். Why? Why should you suffer? That is love. That is love of Perumal. Perumal will never leave you, whether you are astic or nastic. Because you are his child, simple. Mamaivaamso jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanaha. Whether you love him or not, he loves you. You may run away from him, but he will not leave you. Run, where will you run? வம்பத்தில் பூம்பேரும் மாப்பறவை போன்றிருந்தேன். Alva tells a story. There was a crow on a ship. It boarded the ship without its knowledge. The ship started. In the middle of the sea, the crow wanted to go back. It went miles away. It couldn't see any shore. Came back again. Again, northern direction, all direction. Finally, came back to the ship. Like that, after suffering so many births, taking some punaripi mananam punaripi jananam punaripi jane jadade shayanam iga samsare bahu dustare kripaya pale bahu khudare bhaja govinda. Shankaracharya, so many births, millions of births I have taken, I have suffered. Why you want to put me in this cycle of birth, death, old age, disease, janma mrityu jara bhya? Everyone has to go through this. Irrespective of any religion, caste or creed, everyone has to die if he takes birth. Every child has to die someday. And in the process, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Between life and death, cycle, in this cycle, what is present there? Birth, death, old age and disease. Old age is a must. Disease is a must. Disease could happen to anybody. It could be a child, it could be you. I heard recently somebody was telling that I know 20 cases of viral confirmation, that is COVID, even after taking 2 shots. Yeah, Sivatsan I was talking to him tomorrow morning. She says, in my area there are 20 cases which I know, confirmed cases, even after taking 2 doses. Anyway, there may be millions. So we can't escape disease. Janma, mrityu, jara. Nobody can say I don't have disease. Everybody has a disease. Physical or mental. Some people are physically fit, mentally sick. And that is more dangerous. It's dangerous to society, right? He will take a machine gun and then go on eating people and killing the people because he is mad. He's sick, mentally sick. He's so depressed. I don't have happiness. I don't want anybody to be happy. So I will take a machine gun and kill all the people. Right? Or he's indoctrinated in such a way, if I kill 100 people, I will go to heaven. Or mental sickness. Mental is more dangerous than physical sickness, right? Physical sickness, you are admitted in hospital, you can be treated, but you only suffer. So mentally sick, the whole society suffers. Right? So, Perumal, when we are also mentally sick, right? That's why we are here. If we are mentally strong, we would have been there. We thought that the pleasures of the world are supreme. The Perumal said, okay, you go to the world, you enjoy these pleasures. And when we cry, that this is not a real pleasure. This is nothing but suffering. And when we cry, Perumal comes, and this is what I have been telling all these years. I have been telling in Bhagavad Gita. Anyway, you are my child, come back. So he gives so many methods, so many paths to reach him. But we reject all those paths, we reject all the teachings. We invent our own path of liberation. Some people do not want to get. The problem with all of us, Acharyas say, that we are so sick, mentally sick and intellectually sick, that if somebody comes and tells us, if Krishna comes and tells us, why are you suffering in this way? Come and enjoy. You are my child. Come and enjoy with me in Vaikuntha. Then we will say, what's your problem? I am happy. We are so sick, spiritually sick, that we say, I am very happy. What's the problem? I am earning very good salary. I have a car. I have a bungalow. I have children who take care of me. So, Tam me, Aham me, right? There is a dialogue between the Jivatma and Paramatma. Parashara Bhatta give that dialogue, right? So we don't accept that we are suffering. Because we really have not tasted Ananda, then how can we define? When we have not tasted the highest taste, when we have not tasted the nectar of holy name, we always will say that this pleasure itself is the best for it. Now the question comes, how to taste the holy name? How to chew the holy name? We see people chanting minimum 108 times Japamala, right? One round, they say. They chant, right? ISKCON people also, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Like that 16 rounds they chant per day, minimum. Prabhupada has prescribed purification. But Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, always, first verse we saw just now, Mukundama, always you should make me chant, always. Kirtaniya Sada Harihi, Harinama Sankirtan, always. But unless until we have taste for the holy name, we can't chant. Very simple. Unless until we have a taste for a stotram, it may be Mukundamala, it may be Nyasa Dasakam or Sudarshanashtakam. We won't. As simple as that. But of course, however, when a Josier, when an astrologer prescribes this as a medicine, this is the medicine for your disease. Chant Garuda Dandakam 16 times. Because the astrologer says we chant, but we chant with the intention that my disease should be removed. So when I chant Garuda Dandakam 16 times, this disease will be removed. When I chant Shri Stuti, I will get money. My business will improve. I'll get profit. The share value of the companies which I have purchased will go up. So there is a kamya phalam. Right. Anyway, Perumal says even that's okay. Advar says, even if you act by chanting the holy name as if you are a Bhagavatar. No, if you can sing very well, then you are a Bhagavatar. What is the modern standard of a Bhagavatar? Somebody asked the question, right? How do you define a Bhagavatar? But anyone who chants Rama is a Bhagavatar. Anyone who chants Krishna or chants Hari is a Bhagavatar. So we are not supposed to offend them or commit any offense against them. We have to think everybody is a Bhagavatar. We have to be very careful because we can't say that he is not a Bhagavatar. Who are we to decide that he is not a Bhagavatar? Perumal says, Apiset Sudurachara Bhajate Ma Mananya Bhak. Real sadhu will not show that he is a Bhagavatar. But I have seen many people, real Vaidikas, right? You won't even know when they are doing Sandhyavandana. They will be doing Trikara Sandhyavandana, sincerely, perfectly. But you will never know when they are doing. They will do hiding. They will hide themselves when they do that. Japa. Japa is supposed to be secret, right? Japa is not supposed to be open. Japa is something, a private conversation between husband and wife, between you and the Lord. That's all. Why should it be known to others? As long as it is more confidential, the more result, the more taste will develop. The moment it is revealed to others, then you won't relish it. You may get the merit always. Now the question comes, the chanting, kirtan. If I do just to act as if I am a devotee, I am acting like a devotee. Vaishampura. I am acting. But I am not a real devotee. So what is the use? So some people say, right? What is the use of putting all these like this and that? This fellow goes to hotel and eats there and talks nonsense about Acharya. What is this? What type of Vaishnava is? We say. He is just acting. He is putting all Dwadasha Tilak. He is not a Vaishnava. We just come. Very common. 99% of the people, they comment on others like this, right? Now Vaisham Borra. Now Vaishnava Gre. Alvar says, he may act, but you are supposed to consider him as a Vaishnava. Why? Alvar says, I myself was acting like a Vaishnava. I myself was acting like a devotee. Finally, I have become a devotee. Kayyar Shakkarat Yan Karumanikame Yendru. பொய்யே கைமை சொல்லி பொய்யே. I was acting. I was chanting, I was doing aradhana so that I can get money. If I go and do aradhana in somebody's house, they'll give me 5,000 rupees per month, 10,000 rupees per month. So for that money, I was doing aradhana. I was telling upanyasam because I'll get money. I was doing aradhana because I was paid salary. பொய்யே கைமை சொல்லி झूठ ही बोल रहा था, झूठ. I was telling lies. I was acting as a devotee. I know very clearly in my heart. When I do introspection, I know. That's why in Andigam, Vedanta Yajika says, according to the scriptures, one has to do introspection every day. One has to do surrender every day. What did I do today? What did I do today? Anything useful for Perumal? I'm not talking of caste, religion, or sampradaya, or Hinduism, anything. What did I do to my Perumal who is present in my heart? Everyone has to introspect. Did I do anything useful to Perumal? Did I do any one thing which is useful to Perumal? Which is pleasing to Perumal? That introspection is non-ego. Early morning also we should cry. Pratan nirveda karika. Grahagraste gajendre. Araham madrakshana varo. This whole day should go very well to please you. So I meant I should be able to do my job perfectly. I should go to the office. I should do my job perfectly well wherever I am. I may be an accountant or a doctor or a lawyer. But I should be able to do the job with the consciousness that it should please you. That's all. You make me do my job perfectly well. A manager will become a better manager if he has the divine consciousness. Because he loves the job which he does. Because it is an offering to Perumal. That's all. Suppose I am an accountant. I am looking the accounts. I am adjusting the accounts of the office so that he can cheat the government. That's what we do, right? What do they teach in chartered accountancy? How to cheat government, how to evade tax. That's all. What do they teach in law? In law, how to find loopholes so that you can bail out somebody. So you pay crores of rupees to bail out a drug addict or a murderer. So this is the job of a law. So then somebody said that one who errs, ERRS. To err means to commit mistake. One who errs in law is a liar. Obviously. See how the society has changed. A lawyer is hired to bail out a murderer. A lawyer is hired to bail out a drug addict. A lawyer is hired to save a convict or to protect it. Anyway, there is a loophole. They take many loopholes there. They give the quotation that you may punish, you may reward hundreds of, convicts, etc. But you should not punish one innocent person. That they take into account and then they do all nonsense. Anyway, that is Kali Yuga. I am not going to that. The idea is, see the concept, how the society has changed, right? So what does a chartered accountant do? He gives you the best solution how to evade tax. Right? So this is the consciousness. From where to where. They are not sincere. So Alvar says, you may not be sincere chartered accountant, you may not be sincere lawyer. But at least pray to God that whatever I do, my job, very sincere to the company which is cheating the government. My boss gets crores of rupees from the government and misuses that finance. And I'm also part of it. I also have to take the sin. I may be working for any corporate company. If that fellow cheats in shares or makes a profit, that sin has to be shared by every employee also, right from the boss to the servant. Because they are cheating the society. And no moral values. Naturally, we have to face that sin. Then, in that case, if you go on analyzing like this every company, you won't be anywhere. You can't do his job. Then what will you do? What will you do for roti, kapda, makan? Food, cloth and shelter. So we have to work the company where we are very sincerely. Although we know it's a corrupt fellow, The boss is a correct fellow, company is a correct company. But bread, so what should do? That's why we should pray Perumal. I am doing the job for my bread. But you make me enjoy the job because you should make this job as a service to you, as a service to your devotee. That means, see that the money which I get is used in a proper way. See that the company boss himself becomes very sincere person paying regular tax, etc. to the government. Or see that this entire organization comes into divine consciousness, etc. So Advar says, பொய்யே பொய்மை கைமை சொல்லி புறமே புறமே யாடி. I was acting as if I was a good devotee. I was acting in a company as if I am the best performer. So I used to stay 1 hour extra after the office hours. I go to the office 1 hour before to impress my boss, to get promotion, etc. But one day, I really became a partner of the company finally. Then I started logging, working very hard and became a true servant of the company. நெய்யே பெற்றொழிந்தேன் விதிவாய்க்கென்று காப்பாரார். I was chanting your names. Ananta Vaikunta Mukunda Krishna Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. I was chanting only your name so that people would get impressed by my devotion. I was doing 1 hour Sandhya Vandanam extra. Half an hour more than even all the acharyas. Doing 3 hours Tiruvaradan to impress others. If some rich person called me to do Tiruvaradan in his house, I used to ring the bell for 3 hours. In my house, I do only 3 minutes. To impress that rich person so that I can get money or influence or post, whatever it is. One day, when I was doing introspection, I thought, my God, whom am I cheating? I am cheating you. You are present in my heart. Hereafter, I will do very sincerely in my own house and wherever I am. நெய்யே பெற்றொழிந்தேன் விதிவாய்க்கென்று காப்பாரார். So, Alvar says a person may act as if he is a devotee, but when he chants the Perumal's name, that name will do its job. He may be chanting it for getting money, for impressing others, or to fool others, to cheat others, but he has chanted the holy name. The name is sincere, right? The name will give its full potential. கருமாணிக்கமே என்று பொய்யே கைமை சொல்லி புறமே புறமே யாடி. Nammalvar says this. மெய்யே பெற்றொழிந்தேன். Now I have become, I am madly intoxicated with so much love, so much of prema bhakti, that I can't live even for a fraction of a second without seeing it. ஐயோ கண்டபிரா நிறையோ இனி போனாலே. I have become mad, I have become intoxicated because I chanted to cheat the world and cheat Perumal, but he is very intelligent, right? You can't cheat Perumal. I wanted to cheat Perumal of the world. I wanted to act as if I am a good devotee. So I started putting this tilak, I started putting this tilak, kudimi, and then this, all those things, but Perumal made it true. I became a true devotee. So they generally give a story that there was a person, who saw beggar, rather. He was begging on the streets. And one day he observed Swamiji was coming in a car and then getting down, and then he followed by so many people. He asked, who is this person? He said he was a sadhu. And he's a Matadipati now, and he is having crores of assets, and he goes in flights. He's sannyasi. They were shocked. Sannyasi going in flights? Yes, so much. He has got so many assets, movable assets, crores of rupees. Oh, is it? How did he get this? Very simple. He just says, chant Ramanam, write Ramanam, that's all. This is what he teaches. Philosophy and all we don't understand. Oh, is it? Then this beggar thought, why don't I do that? India is the way where you can cheat very easily. In the name of religion, in the name of Sampradaya. So he thought like that. So he said, I will also put Dwadasha, Urdu Pundam Tilak. I'll put a top area, Kudimi, and then Dwadasha. Urdu Pundas, 12th Thiruman and all. I will just chant. Ask people who will come chant Ram Ram. I will also chant Ram Ram. So he sat under a tree and then started chanting Ram 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 Ram. He said when somebody gave money, I said I don't want money. I am just chanting. People came to him, they thought he's a yogi because he doesn't ask money. And then they said he's a yogi, go and ask him, he may solve your problem. Slowly he became very famous. And he also started going in luxurious cars and then flights. One day he thought, I'm cheating these people. I'm cheating God himself. I am cheating myself. When he did introspection, just by cheating the world, but I was chanting Ramana, I was cheating, but still I am getting all this luxury. If I chant really with full heart, 100% devotion, God has given me so many things, even when I am acting. What if I become true devotee? What would he give me? I am sure he will give himself. So if we act as if we are good devotees, as if we have bhakti, Perumal will give everything. Swarga also will. But if we chant really with 100% devotion, 100% faith, 100% purity, without expecting anything from Lord, just for the purpose of pleasing Perumal. Namo Narayana Vendre Mantram Sapranavam Pranaba Saivitam Pravartayatan Muhu Shundirindetvar Pallande. Go on chanting holy name of Perumal. Then one day all the impurity is gone and we will start relishing each and every day. The moment we say Ram, Hanuman comes and sits in front of us and then starts crying. Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam. He starts crying. Rain of tears. If you chant Ram, Hanuman will come and sit in front of you. Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam. Wherever they chant Ramayana, Rama's name, the right Ram Nam, Hanuman is there. He can multiple himself in many forms, right? Because he is a master of Ashtasiddhis. Just by chanting Ramanam, he became a master of 8 Siddhis. Ashtasiddhi, Navanidike Data, Asabaridini. Yesterday we were discussing. Rama Rasayana. What is the power he has? Rama Rasayana Tumare Pas. Because Hanuman always chants Ramanam in the mood of Sadaraho Raghupati Ke Dasa. I am Ramadhan. I am the servant of, I am the dust and the lotus feet of the Lord. Rama, I am chanting. So he developed so much of intense devotion. If somebody says Rama, he starts crying for hours together. Namalvar, if somebody used to say Thirumal is enjoying, or Krishna, Kanna, Rama is going in trance for 6 months. Pirandavaram, Valandavaram, Periyavaradam, Kaiseidu. Such is the power of the name. So even when we chant name, holy name, just to criticize others or just to make fun of others. For example, generally it's very common in India that people put, in spite of all warnings from the government or various NGOs, people put their money for easy interest, right? They'll put in some unnamed company that fellow is giving 5% extra or 0.5% extra than nationalized bank. One day you'll wind up and go. This is very common. This happens very common in India. They know very clearly this will happen. Still they will put and then they will be on the streets, in spite of the warnings from the government. Right? So they will put there because they are used. So here Alvar say that instead of putting your money in a bank which gives you 4% or 5%, right? Even the banks are also winding up and closing the doors. So why don't you put in the Ramanama bank, the account of Ramanama, which always gives multiple fold of interest. So when we keep on, initially we may chant the name, the people, I was giving the example, when bank is vanished. One day the bank, so many banks are vanished, so many cooperative banks are vanished in thin air. Your money is gone. Then what do we say at that time? Oh, your money there, it has become Govinda. That's Govinda. Generally they make fun. Where is your money now? Govinda, Govinda. Nala Matayachta. They make fun. Actually, it is nothing but making fun of the name Govinda. Such a wonderful name. Then also Perumal is happy that you are chanting my name. Sanketyam va parihasyam va parihas. Making fun. Forget about other religions. Hindus themselves may be making fun of the names, right? We ourselves say Govinda. And then if somebody says Ram Ram Satya, we give a different meaning for that. Ram is Ram. Whether you are born, whether you are dead. The holy name is holy name. It has its own power. So even when we chant the holy name, criticizing the meaning, or for making fun of the name, making fun of the religion, then also the potency of the holy name remains the same. Fire is fire. Whether a child touches it or whether an adult touches it, fire is fire. Fire will do its job. Whether a Nastika or Astika chants the holy name, it's like fire, it should start acting. Yata tata vapi sakat krutanjali. Yesterday we gave the reference, Sakrut Ucharitam Yena. Sakrat, even if you chant once Hari, then it will start doing its own job. The holy name is so powerful. We may be thinking that we are cheating the public by chanting this bhajan or by chanting the holy name or doing bhajan. But the holy name has its own potency, very powerful potency, and it will act. And that is what is mentioned in the scriptures. So Alvar says, if you keep on chanting the name, one day you will get such a devotion. You will say, even if Perumal comes in front of you and says, I want to give you Vaikuntha, you will say, I don't want Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha vase piname piname. Then what do you want? This chanting is enough for me, enough. Chanting and hearing, Shravanam Kirtanam, enough. Why do you want? What will I do in Vaikuntha? Same thing. That I do here. Rama asked Hanuman, comes in Uttarakhand. I want to take you. Are you coming? Hanuman said, no, I won't come. Why? Will you be there as Rama there? Adishesha as Lakshmana and Mahalakshmi as Janaki? No. Vaikuntha is separate. Savyam padam prasarya. Chitaditaharam dakshinam kunjayitva. In office, you can't be like a casual person, right? You have to have all your uniform, paraphernalia, Ananta, Garuda, Vishvaksena, so much of protocol. Like. Then why should you, then what is this? I will not come. I want to see as Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, that's all. I want to enjoy this form. I don't want anywhere. Bhavo nanyatra gaccha. And you have embraced me in this avatar. The physical contact, right? How can I burn this body? How can I leave this body? See this consciousness. Rama has embraced so many people. Rama embraced Sita, Rama embraced Guha, Rama Bharadwaja Mahari, Rama embraced Bharata. He embraces Lakshmana, so many people. He embraced Hanuman also. But Hanuman says, you embrace this body, I will not leave this body. Leave this body. So powerful, so important for me. This body is embraced by none other than Rama. How can I leave this body? To go to Vaikuntha, you have to leave this body. You can't go with this body. I won't come. I will release Rama here. So that Vaikuntha, I will bring the Vaikuntha here. Wherever I am, I will bring Vaikuntha here. That Anubhava. So if we chant, even to cheat others and to get money as Dakshina, Ramayana or Ramanam, then also Hanuman will be there. Bashpavari. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra katamastha kanjarim. This is the meaning of the verse, right? Bashpavari paripurnalochanam marutim namata rakshasantagam. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam. Wherever there is a Raghunath Kirtan, Ramanama Kirtan, it may be genuine or fraud. It's not written there. Yatra yatra uttama Raghunath Kirtanam or yatra yatra adama Raghunath Kirtanam. Yatra yatra kamya Raghunath Kirtanam. No, yatra yatra Raghunath. Anybody chants Rama. He may be a cheat, he may be a robber, he may be a chore, he may be an idiot, he may be a stupid guy, he may be a politician. But Hanuman says, you chanted holy name, I will be with you. And if Hanuman is with us, nobody can be against us. Ashtasiddhya Navanidike Data, Asabaridini Janaki Mata. Swarna Shailapa Deham. This is what we need now. Fight against corona, you need a strongest body, which is stronger than even diamond or gold. Hanuman's body is like the embodiment of Swarna Shailapa Deham. Swarna Shailam, golden mountain, very powerful, very strong guys. How? Just Ramanam. Jnani Namagraganyam, not only physically strong, mentally very strong. He is the foremost among the Jnanis. Jnani Namagraganyam. Raghupati Varadutam Rama, Dutam Nabami. Or Raghupati Varadutam Rama, Dasam, whatever it is. Hanuman is not an ordinary person. Bajranga Bali. If you go to North India, they don't say Hanuman. They say Bajrang Bali. Bajrang. Bajranga means Vajram, like a diamond. Diamond can be cut only by through diamond. Very strongest body, Hanuman. How? Just Ramana. He chants Rama. That is the power of Ramana. Yesterday we gave the example of Shabari, right? So, somebody asked Periyalvar, you always say Pallandu and Nama Sankirtana. What will you get by that? He said, you will chant again Pallandu. What is it? I am chanting Pallandu. The result is also Pallandu. Yes. You chant Pallandu here, you chant Pallandu there also. Where? Vaikuntha. பல்லாண்டென்று பவித்திரனை பரமேட்டியை சார்ந்தம் என்னும் வில்லாண்டாம் தன்னை Villi, see that Villandam Thanai Perumal's bow is Sharangam. The bow, if it starts raining arrows, nobody can stop except Perumal. So Ashani Bhanavarshi, Sharangam Sadaham, Sharanam Prapati. Bhanavarshi. Once it starts raining arrows, nobody can stop except Perumal. So if anybody can stop the raining of the arrows, then he is Paramatma. From Kodanda or Sharanga. Anybody who is capable of controlling the Bhanavarsa, the rain of arrows, either from Sharanga or Kodanda, only can be Paramatma. Only he can be the Supreme God. That is the qualification. That is also one of the qualifications to become a Supreme Person. Sharangamennum Villandam Thanai. Only Perumal can stop that Sharangam or Kodanda. Sharavarsham Bavarsha. Valmiki says in Ramayana. If Kodanda starts raining, nobody can stop it. Brahma, Shiva, Rudra, all together. All 33 crore devatas. Only Perumal can stop. That is the power of Kodanda. That is the power of Shangamennum Villandam Tannai. Villibutto, Vitti Chittan, Virim Beshal, Nallandend, Nuvin Durepar. Namo Narayanayande. Pallandum Paramatmani Shundu, Yirundu, Yetavar Palland. If you chant Harinam here, if you chant the holy name of Rama or Krishna, Ananta, Govinda, Ranga, what will you get? The result? The result is that you will go to Vaikuntha and chant the same thing. Then what is the difference? Difference is, in this, on this earth, you are limited by the body, right? Body has got its own limitations. You can't sit for hours together. Body has got limitations. Panchabhuta made of 5 elements. Right? Earth, water, either air, fire. So it has got its own limitations. So if you want to do eternally, permanently, continuously, without any break, you have to go to Vaikuntha. That is the reason why we are going to Vaikuntha. So chanting in any way, in any form, to cheat others, also is beneficial. That is the power of chanting. That is the power of Nama. And Alvar himself says this. And Alvar says, if I chant the holy name of Ranganatha, I am getting that Vaikuntha Anubhavam here. Then why should I go to Vaikuntha? Pachya Mamale Pol Mini Pavalabai Kamalachangan Achuda Marare Ayardam Kodunde Yenum இச்சுவை தவிர யான் போய் இந்திரலோகமாளும் அச்சுவை பெரினும் வேண்டேன் அரங்கமா நகருளானே. அச்சுவை பெரினும் வேண்டேன் இச்சுவை தவிர யான் போய். What more I need in this samsara? If I can enjoy the holy name of the Lord, why should I go to Vaikuntha? This is what Viprarana says, Tondalipudya. So, Vaikuntha vasepi name bilash. Vedanta Deshika echoes the same thought, reflection of the same thought. What is the power of holy name, chanting or hearing? Extremely powerful. It will do its job, even if you chant playfully. That is why our elders, whenever in the house, Tata, Party and all, whenever he used to get up or sit, they used to chant some name. Raghava, Ranga, Aramade, Gopala, like that. The ex-Sri Karyam, former Sri Karyam of Andhra Ashram, Narasimha Raghavachar, he was one Neyveli earlier. I used to see him, he always, whenever he gets down to Gopala, he's very much attached to Mannar Rajagopal. So it's Gopala, he would say, he would chant Gopala, like that. So for every action, he gets up, Gopala, sits down, Gopala. He eats, Gopala. Like that, many people were attached to Vadur Rama, they say Rama, Ramachandra, Raghunatha. They chant. So they are so much attached. And that comes involuntarily. They have got used. That is the power of singing the glories of Perumal. So powerful, very, very, very powerful, extremely powerful. So, the power of chanting cannot be described in scriptures also. Yesterday I gave the quotation that you cannot do so much of quantum of sins which can be burned by one Harinam. You may have tons and tons of cotton, but one matchstick is enough. One Harinam is enough to burn all your sins. Then the question comes, if it is so, if all our sins are burnt away, why are negative thoughts and evil thoughts are coming to us again? It is like when you chant Hari, all the big forest, thick reserve forest is cut off, chopped off by a gigantic sword. But the root is there. That is the problem. Root is so powerful. It keeps on coming. Where does this root come from? It is rooted in your thoughts, in our soul, deep rooted. Over the births, we have accumulated millions and millions of births. We have the natural tendency to commit sin. Right? It is easy to get the polluted air. It is difficult to get pure air. Polluted air is freely available. Dust allergy, dust pollution, sound pollution, noise pollution, everything is available. Free, of course. But you don't want sound. You have to go to a studio and pay 5,000 rupees per hour, 10,000 rupees per hour. You want pure oxygen? In the hospital, then we have to pay heavily, 10,000 rupees per hour, 20,000 per hour. So it's not so easy. So our mind, develops these evil thoughts even after we chant holy name, simply because the root is there. So as and when it grows, we have a garden, and weeds grow, grasses grow. What we have to do is cut, remove it, the grass cutter, keep on cutting. Otherwise, it becomes a forest, and we don't know if there may be scorpion or it may be snakes. They'll come and creep into the garden, and it's dangerous for us. Similarly, the mind, evil thoughts will be accumulating, so we have to cut then and there. So everyday chanting, everyday Nityam Pada Abhivandana, Nityam Niraparadeshu Kaikarjeshu, every day. That's why every day we have to surrender. Every day we take bath every day, right? Very simple, to cleanse our body of all the dirt. Similarly, we have to cleanse the brain, the mind rather. Mind has to be cleaned every day. So every day Charanagati, every day Dhyana, every day Kirtan, every day Shravanam, every day Dhyana is prescribed for us because we are not yogis. Because of our bad and powerful karma which have been accumulated over the millions of births. Ati anadi karma pravaha pravritta. So the Nama has got its own potency, very powerful. But to continue the purity of thoughts, purity of mind, we have to keep on chanting. So they are like roaring of a lion, the holy name. When all the jackals, right? Jackal is symbolic, the symbol for evil thought, right? All the jackals, they die just when the moment they hear the roaring of a lion in the forest. Similarly, when you chant a holy name, it's like a roaring of a lion. On the evil thoughts of the jackals, they vanish, they run away from there. And the peacock dances at the sight of the rain cloud, right? The moment it sees peacock sees a dark cloud, starts dancing. So when we chant the holy name, we are supposed to dance. Aduvan toduvan ஆடிக்காண்பான் பாடியலற்றுவன் கடுவல் வினையார் ஆழ்வார் says, ஆடி ஆடி அகம் கரைந்து இசைபாடி பாடி கண்ணீர் பல்கி. The moment he says Narasimha, immediately he will start dancing, dancing wildly. Badi badam ivvanudale. So he is most fortunate if he can dance for the holy name, cry for the holy name, roll on the floor like a drunkard, intoxicated with the nectar of chanting of the name. இசை பாடி பாடி கண்ணீர் மல்கி எங்கும் நாடி நாடி நரசிங்காவென்று பாடி பாடம் இவ்வாறுதலே. Our says, we become mad with intoxication of this holy name. And a tape recorder also, and a cassette audio. We don't have those things. You go to YouTube, you hear a bhajan. So YouTube sings a bhajan. You listen to it. But the YouTube doesn't cry, right? Even if we have a sentence on the screen of this laptop, for example, I have this laptop, and I can always get a statement on the laptop that I am crying. Still, the laptop doesn't know what is crying. It can type. I can give a display. I am crying. But just by chanting the holy of the name of the Lord, but it doesn't have the emotion. Similarly, if we chant mechanically like a machine, then we cannot experience the joy of the Kirtan. Idea is that you enjoy. The name has come, right? You enjoy. That anubhavam is more important. Punya is there. The moment I chant Govinda, even without knowing the meaning of Govinda, I get the punya. There's no doubt about it. But if you want to relish that Govinda Nama, I have to be 100% sincere. And I should sing with all the joy. Right? And another thing is that Alvar say that Aduvan Toduvan, Adi Kam, etc. The moment I say Rama, I cry. But what about Ramanuja, Vedanta, Sigarananda Acharyas who have come to preach this knowledge? If they start crying and then dancing on the stage, who will preach? Who will do the pracharam? So a pracharak, a person who does pracharam, should not immerse himself in the nectar of holy name. He has to raise about that. So it's very difficult, all the more difficult. Like Ramanuja. Nobody would have enjoyed holy name, taste of the holy name than Ramanuja, right? Satyakama, सत्य संकल्पा सकले द्रविलक्षणार्थिकल्पका आपत्सका काकुत्ता श्रीमन्ने नारायण पुरुषोत्तम हे रंगनाथ मम नाथ नमोस्तु ते. Nobody would have really, because we were having a direct dialogue with Perumal. A direct dialogue, right? Ranganath is speaking to Ramanuja, and Ramanuja is addressing him. What would have been the state of Ramanuja? How ecstatic would he have been? That he controlled that above that and then went to the level of preaching. So while singing the glories of the Lord and explaining the glory of the Lord, Pracharak must control his emotions, and he should sing plainly because he is preaching. It's more important. So ours is a preaching sampradaya. It's not a Swanubhava sampradaya. Just to enjoy the holy name, sit in one place, and then you get liberation. That is not our sampradaya. Our sampradaya is you should give that taste to others. You should make people relish the name of the Lord. That's why we are here. Because they have done a lot of homework, lot of classwork. Tremendous whole life. 120 years of Ramanuja, 101 years of Swami Vivekananda. They spent only for this. So the idea is that we should release the holy name with tears flowing from our eyes when we chant Rama Krishna. That is possible only we chant without expecting anything from Perumal. Chanting the holy name itself is great. In this Kaliyuga, Kalo Kalmeta Chittanam Papa Dravyopajeevinam Vidikriya Vihinanam Katihi Govinda Kirtanam. Some people join together and chant the holy name. Holy name doesn't mean only bhajan. I'm talking of this group chanting, chorus chanting of Stotram, Padga Sasya Parayanam, Dejika Stotra Parayanam, or Purvacharya Stotra Parayanam. They are also Kirtan, all are Kirtan. Right? So, when we do such Kirtans, Perumal is so pleased. Tattva Tishta Minarada, I am present there. Perumal clearly says. How do we know he is present there? How do we know Perumal is present in satsang? How do we know Perumal is present in this satsang, for example? We have a satsang here. So many people are attending satsang. So how do we know Perumal is here? There are 14 participants here. 14 of us. Where Perumal says, Tatra Tishtami Narada. Wherever they chant my holy name, I am there. How do we know? Very simple. That Perumal accepts our satsang. That can be known when we introspect himself. Every one of us know when we introspect inside whether Perumal has accepted my presence here, Perumal is hearing to us, Perumal is present in this satsang or not. Everyone will know in his antaryama. Right? So your experience is different. Each one's experience is different. And similarly, generally, a singer is singing in a court, royal court, or a TV stage show, for example. Many people sing Carnatic nowadays. It's a trend. Even Carnatic music. Many people, film singers, they also sing on the stage, right? And then he is singing only for the appreciation of the public, right? Everybody is chanting. They sing even Tyagaraja Kirtan also nowadays. In all competitions and all, we have super singer contests everywhere, and they chant, they appreciate, right? But the entire world may support you as the greatest singer. Wonderful Tyagaraja Kirtana, Annamacharya singer, Kirtana singer. But if he sings for Perumal, only for Perumal, no audience. I sing before my Saligrama. I sing before my Perumal in the Divyadesham. I sing Perumal in the temple or for devotees, pure devotees. Then that ecstasy which you get is totally different. The claps from ordinary people in the public, it's also an intoxication. But the intoxication we get by chanting only for Perumal. And the devotees, only the devotees are there. They are the audience. That's all. Nobody else. No prize. no sambhavane, no appreciation, no garlands, no certificates. Only for the pleasure of the Bhagavata, only for the pleasure of the Perumal. Then the ecstasy is multifold. Only the people who experiences will know that. They can't express. So that type of chanting, without expecting anything, only for the pleasure of the Lord. Tasmai suprite saimeva karyati, tasmai suprite saimeva karithavan. The true love is superior to moksha, superior to moksha. And that is the reason why Narada can go to Vaikuntha, but he goes, although he is a liberated soul, 24 hours chanting the holy name of the Lord. He goes around singing the glories of the Lord because the holy name itself is Vaikuntha for him. Chanting the holy name. And that is why Perumal told him, I permanently reside in those places where the group chanting of the holy name goes on. Atra tishtami narada. So this is very, very, very important to understand. The kirtan, chanting the holy name, should be done only for the sake of Perumal. That can be done at home. We don't need any dais, we don't need any organization to display our skills or whatever it is. Then sit. You and Perumal is the audience. Sing for him. You may not be a good singer, but Perumal knows how to accept our singing. Or chanting just a sloka. That's why Ramanuja's greatest, Daya avatar of Perumal, because Ramanuja said earlier, before Ramanuja's time, people used to chant prabandhams in ragas and talam. Talam Barangi Tamivara Indi Sai Tandavalan. Nathamani gave all the ragas and talas for 4,000 hymns. They used to chant like that. They used to chant, sang, they used to sing in the temples. Specific ragas and talam. Pallandu Pallandu Pallajiratandu Pala Godi Nurajiram Mallandu Tintol Manivanda Unche Vadi Shevi Pirkapu. Like that with the But everybody will not have this knowledge, that is musical knowledge. So Ramanuja said, okay, keep music aside. Keep ragam aside, keep anuragam in your heart. Just chant plainly. Pallandu Vallande, Pallajiratandu Palahodi Nurajiram Mallandu Tintol Manivanda. Chant with love. Because if only people who know raga should chant Nalayanam, if that was the rule, then nobody would. Then it would have gone. It would have been extinct by now. Now Nalayana Prabandham is surviving only because of Ramanuja. And these Prabandhams are not livelihood for devotees. They are life for the devotees, not livelihood. A lot of difference between livelihood and life, right? Bhaktamritam, Bhaktamritam. It's nectar for the devotees. Prabandhams, our holy name. Right? So we should chant more, hear more and more. Hearing, even giving a upanyasam is chanting. Reading Ramayana Parayanam, Sundarakanda Parayanam, Totra Parayanam, Prabandha Parayanam, Tirupavai, Tirupati, all are chanting, all are kirtans. Kirtan doesn't mean you sit at home and then do Namavadi or with Mridangam and all instruments. That is not kirtan. That's all the kirtan. That is not the only kirtan. While sitting Rama, while getting up, while eating Govinda, while sleeping Madhava, while getting up Hari, while going out Yeshua, these are all Nama Sankirtan. Every part of life should be filled with Nama Sankirtan. Let us pray to Perumal himself that let him make us eligible Satpatras so that we always chant his holy name with the consciousness that he is hearing us and he is blessing us. Kavitarika Simhaya Kalyan Munusalini Simite Venkateshaya Vedanta Karema Jai Jai Sasana. Question answer session, half an hour. Any questions? 20, yeah, 20, at least 20 minutes we can have, no problem. Yeah.
Again,
Yes.
Dasan, I have a question.
Yeah. Sandeep.
Yeah, again. So from the Vedas, we have. Obviously, I was trying to understand if there is any specific mantram or a group of mantram from a particular samhita that actually explains the uh, age of Vedas, as in how long has been the age, how ancient is the um, age of Veda is
Yeah,
what.
there is a quotation, Ananta vai Vedaha, infinite, time immemorial. No, it's no beginning or end. So we have only a specific quantum of Vedas available now. Ananta means infinite. From time immemorial. If you say Vedas have started from this time, composed by so and so, then there is a dosha there. Like Perumal, Perumal himself, Vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyaha vedantakrit vedavit eva cha. Vedas are my breath. One says that. Swasaha. So, at time you like Perumal, they exist. Infinite times. Okay, so you can't limit it from this time to this time. No. People write in history, it was compiled by Veda Vyasa created. No. Veda Vyasa compilation is different from writing. Veda Vyasa didn't write Veda. He compiled. They were just scattered, just like in the room, you just organize your room in such a way. You are like a librarian, right? You keep this shaka, this part is here, this is Aranyaka, these are all classified as Kramam, these are all classified just like that. He just classified them and kept it like a librarian. That is Vyasa means that. So he didn't create Veda Vyasa. So that is the sanctity applied to Vedas. If somebody writes, then the problem of Paurushayam comes. That is dosha. Apaurushayam. Apaurushayam apivak prapanchaihi. So Perumal also didn't write it. Apaurushayam means what? It exists like Perumal. And only through Vedas you can know Perumal. Without Veda, you cannot know, you cannot approach Perumal. Vedaischa sarve rahameva vidyaha. The Vedas are the telescope through which we have to see Perumal. So the speciality of Vedas is Apaurushayam. Nobody invented, nobody wrote it. Vyasa compiled it. He organized it into specific headings. That's all. That is the speciality of it. Am I answering your question, Sandeep?
Yeah, makes sense. Again.
Nowhere you will find any quotation where it has been compiled from this side to this side. No. So it is time immemorial. It has been existing, and it will continue to this day. No, nobody can date Vedas. Even taking for granted, suppose somebody writes in the history, they write historian, they write it was composed in so and so year BC or so and so before Christian era, like that. Even if you take for granted, it's wrong actually, but even then, for argument's sake, let us say that it was written some so many thousands of years. How can it exist the same way? The same swaras what our forefathers chant throughout the India, throughout the world, same swara, the same akshara. How can it exist? That itself proves the divinity of Vedas. Amazing. Wherever you go from Himalaya to Setu, same thing. Tadvishna, Paramam Padagam, it won't change. Throughout the world. Because it's Shruti. It's called Shruti. Shruti means you shall listen. Now that which comes through hearing, which has been handed over from generations, only through hearing, not by writing. There was no written Vedas, right? Nowadays, we lost the memory power to grasp or to hold, to store the Vedas. So we have gone for print media or your media, electronic media, where we store. We lost that memory. The capacity has started reducing. So Shruti means that we retain through hearing only. It's called Shruti. Even now they say the best way of teaching is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Right? Shravana means hearing. You have to hear very sincere. Hearing is very, very important. Unfortunately, writing has taken over hearing. And now writing also is gone. Many people, they don't know how to write English also because typing, completely computer has come and then the cell has come. Even I don't think they'll be using pen also in future. So, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasana. Then the first process of learning is simple. First you hear You have to hear completely. Then mananam, then you learn by heart. Nididhyasana. Then you go through the syllabus and you discuss with your friends and then you hold it, memory, so that memory becomes strong and stays there. That is how Vedas were handed over to. That is called Shruti. So it's amazing that the passage of so many thousands and thousands of years time, in spite of onslaught of the Mughals, the onslaught of the British, the Vedas still exists in the same form which it existed even the time of Ramanuja, even before. So that itself proves the divinity of the Vedas. Nobody can touch them, nobody can destroy them, convert them. So that is the special, Vedas are special. Is clear, Sandeep?
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah, any other questions? Any other questions? Anybody else?
Namo Namaha, can I ask?
No, Divya.
My name is Radhika.
Yes, Radhika.
I'm fortunate to hear this lecture the second time. So maybe you have answered this, but since I have listened to it, I haven't been hearing this. So I just have this one doubt. Pardon my ignorance. I want to know if bhakti is different from bhakti yoga. So
Yes.
what is bhakti yoga? Can you
Bhakti is different, Bhakti Yoga. Many people confuse Bhakti as Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means, in a common term, very simple terms, love of God is Bhakti. Bhakti Yoga is continuously, eternal love of God. Simplest form. Bhakti comes to all of us, because we have been hearing. Through hearing only Bhakti will come. Of course, that is why Prahlada said, yesterday I was mentioning about it. You will develop Bhakti to Perumal, love to Perumal only by hearing. Shrutva Gunan Bhavana Sundara. Rukmini developed a love for Krishna not by seeing the photo of Krishna, but by hearing the qualities of Krishna, the Leelas of Krishna, right? And Rukmini were very famous in Srimad Bhagavatam. So that's how we also develop love to Perumal by hearing his glories, his pastimes, his Leelas, and holy name, etc. But that doesn't stay permanently, right? One time we are passionate, we become angry. One time you become Gnosticals also, sometimes. Are we fools? Are we idiots? That fellow is not having any faith in Perumal, he's progressing like anything. And we have faith in Perumal and we face so many troubles. Does really Perumal exist? Sometimes such thoughts do come because of our past karma. Of course, we overcome it by the grace of God. It doesn't stay, right? Our bhakti doesn't stay in that case. So bhakti yoga is not it. Bhakti yoga means the Ashtanga Bhakti Yoga. Shravana Manana, not Shravana, sorry. Dhyana, Dharana, Asana, Samadhi, right? Yama Niyama, Pranayama, Pratyahara. Dhyana, Dharana, Asana, Samadhi, right? That is called Bhakti Yoga. All the with 8 limbs, according to Narada Bhakti Sutra. And Narada, in the Yoga Sutras also, Patanjali also says, Atha Yoga Anusadhana. Finally, he says, you must be knowing them. Atha Yoga Anusadhana. Last one is Ishvara Pranidhana Dva. Last one. Forget about all these things. You can't do all these things. Forget it. You just surrender to Perumal. Only if Perumal grace is there, you'll be successful in Bhakti Yoga. Finally, it says this in Yoga Shastra also. So, Bhakti is different. Bhakti is love of God. Bhakti Yoga is continuous. It should be 24 hours. Taila Dharavat Abhichinna Smriti Santati. This is the definition given by Ramanuja. That 24 hours, 7 into 24. That dhara, like a oil, the stream of oil, when you pour oil, continuously it falls. There is no break at all. Like that. Taila Dharavat Abhichinna Smriti Santana. Continuously, every second, you should be thinking of Perumal. Thinking. That is Bhakti Yoga. It's difficult in this Kali Yuga. It's not possible also. That is the reason why Vedanta Deshika Ramanuja gave us purpose. Because in this Kali Yuga, Manda Bhagyaha Mandabuddhayaha, Bhagavatam says, Kali Purusha will steal your intelligence, it will make you Mandabuddhi. People are not intelligent. Only Vedanta Deshikas, I don't say, only intelligent people surrender to Perumal. Nikshipetu Buddha. Buddha means intelligent. Only the intelligent will come and surrender. Aham madrakshana bara madrakshana phalam tata namama Shripate reva iti. Like this, Atmana Nikshipetu Buddha. So you need lot of grace of Perumal and Acharyas to do Prapatti. So what we think as bhakti is not bhakti. It may not be bhakti at all, who knows? But bhakti yoga is impossible. That one we should understand. The one factor is that I cannot do bhakti yoga. That's all. Why? Arjuna himself says he cannot do bhakti yoga. Then how can we say? How can we proclaim that I can do bhakti yoga? Bhakti yoga nobody can do in this Kali Yuga. Only Prapatti. That I cannot do bhakti yoga, and if I cry, that is also Prapatti. That is also Haranaya. So bhakti is just love of God. Sometimes we get the best possible flowers and then we make a garland and offer to Perumal, right? We get the best possible fruits offered to Perumal. It's bhakti only. But are you able to do 24 hours? No. So bhakti is possible, but not bhakti yoga. Impossible for human life. Only Prapatti yoga is possible. Surrendering to Perumal, but I cannot do bhakti yoga. Please protect. Yoga is huge, right? Huge that yoke. Always connecting with Perumal. Whatever you do, you should be connected to Perumal. It's very difficult. Extremely. Kali Yuga is not difficult. Staying here in this satsanga is very difficult. Hearing also is difficult, extremely. So many factors, millions of factors to stop us from doing bhakti. But there is only one factor by which you can do bhakti, is the grace of Acharyas on us. That's why we are here. Otherwise, millions of factors are there to draw you away, take you away from bhakti, from the satsang rather. Am I clear, Radhika? Radhika, is clear?
Yes.
To some extent.
Yeah, to some extent. Yes.
I don't know how to explain this. I can explain it. This is the one with my limited knowledge. I can explain only this.
No, maybe I need to contemplate more and exactly understand what you're trying to say. Maybe that I'm very ignorant, so it'll take some time.
No problem. Okay, any other questions? One thing is that people ask so many questions. Suppose you ask the same question, somebody else, they may give you some different answer, maybe more convinced answer. Bahubhya shrotabhyam bahuda shrot. Should ask the same question to so many people. But one thing you should be very clear, that you should not expect an answer which will satisfy your intelligence. That need not be correct. You should be very clear. It should be pramanika. Sorry. That may not satisfy our intellect at all. So that should be very clear. So when you can ask questions to anybody, any scholar, any acharya, but that need not satisfy our intellect at all. It can be against also, rather. Maybe displeasing also. But it's a pramana. If it goes by pramana, the Vedic pramana, then that is Supreme Court. So we have to be very careful in that. For example, many people ask, the other day, I heard some interview of that, some other guru, they were asking something like, he was asking something, how to be patient, something like that. The answer was, the guru was saying that, you just chant Rama Rama thrice, you'll become more patient. It's a good answer, fine. But this person will not be satisfied. Person say, what it is, just chanting Ram Ram Ram, how can I control my anger or whatever it is. So it may not satisfy his intellect, but he says from the Pramanika, from the Shastras. So it's so powerful. So again, it's a question of Perumal's grace. You get an unsatisfying answer, but that unsatisfying answer may be the pramana, may be the perfect answer. So hope Yeah, you will get a better answer and better conviction. Yeah. Any other question?
And one more from my side, if we can.
Yeah, no problem. Please, Sandeep.
Can be a quick one. So we've been hearing things that everything that our Sanatana Dharma follows pretty much is based on Vedas or some sort of pramanam it carries. Um, so obviously, I want to know the Tirumani Sri Chundam that we follow, irrespective of whatever branches and whatever it is. I'm actually trying to understand if there are any mantrams in any specific branch, any Vedic branch
For
that
what?
actually explains
For what?
Tirumani and Sri Chundam.
Yes. Yeah, there is a Raksha. It's a book called Satcharitra Raksha, written by Swami Deshigan.
Mm,
In fact, I have a translation of the book, Tamil or something like that. Nalbagam Vasudevacharya has written a book on that. What
okay.
are the pramanas? What should be the length? Which Purana says? Which Tantram says? Which pramana it is given? Where it is given? Everything is explained in that book.
Okay.
Why you should wear? Even this other tilaks he has mentioned, like Chandan. You can put
Mm,
Chandan. You can put a Bottu. You can put a vermilion. You can put a red one. Of
okay.
all of them, this is the best one according to the pramanas. He has given quote. He has given the pramanas. Desika
Okay.
has given pramanas. Satcharita Raksha. Desika
Okay.
doesn't give anything with the pramana.
Okay.
Vedanta Desika says himself that I can establish anything as truth. I am capable of doing because I am a Tarkika Simha. I can
Okay.
defeat anything through logic. I can establish anything through logic, but I won't do that. I will do according to the Vedic pramana.
Mm,
Pramana Sharanarai Ponu. This says in Vandakasya. Vedanta. That's the greatness of Desika. In fact, Desika can establish the Advaita is supreme. Desika is capable of establishing there is no God at all. But Desika goes by pramana. That is why Sampradayam stays now. Otherwise, it wouldn't have stayed. It would have been vanished. There is a book, Satcharita Raksha. And what are the things, what are the dimensions also? So mentioned. What should be the dimension of the Thiruman on the hand, on the forehead? Everything is mentioned. What mantra you should chant? Like in Nrisimha Bijakshara, then your Mritika Suktam, then your Shri Suktam, everything. Very crystal clear. Desika, perfect, 100%. There's no doubt at all. He has given. The book is there in Satcharita. It is there. All pramanas are mentioned. Desika gives one statement, he will give 10 pramanas for that. So that is why he is staying till we are reading Tirumana. Otherwise, Tirumana would have gone by now.
mm,
800 years over, no. 750 years over after Vedanta Desika. Why it is still there? After Ramanuja, 100,000 years gone. Even now, Tilakam, in spite of onslaught of all these people, right? Mughals, the British, Tirumana is still existing. Why? Vedic Pramana. Ramanuja didn't start. That is the thing. Perumal himself, Selvapillai came in his dream and then revealed where that Mritika is available. See, it's how, what a grace, Ramanuja. And there is an alternate also. Suppose you don't get anything, you can take Prithvi, the just dust of the earth, Mother Prithvi, Prithvi is Gandhavati, Prithvi, that comes inside. That you can wear, just mud also you can wear. If nothing is available, you can wear this mud. They do in Vrindavan even now, in the Brajabhumi. They take the Brajabhumi mat, put water, then they wear a tilak. Even now, that is Sampradaya. That is also Vedic Sampradaya, accepted. But Vedanta Desika says, why this is supreme of all those tilaks? And he proves with Pramana. So we accept Desika because he is Pramanik, that's all. Not because I am a fanatic of Desika, I will accept whatever he is. No. Desika gives 10 Pramanas for one thing, Ramanuja also. That's why we accept Ramanuja. That's as simple as. There is a book, yeah? You can always refer it. You read the book, sir, that there is a book, right? That Principles of Vaishnavism, something like that. He has written a book. That is Vedanta Desika Vaidam and Nirigal. Simple Principles of Vaishnavism. English edition also is there. By released by Ramanujadaya. There it's given. Everything is given. You can go through it.
okay. So I was asked that question by many people, specifically staying in the foreign countries. Obviously, they'd ask you, "Hey, what is the face? That
Proof.
decoration that you have it on your forehead?"
Oh, beautiful. They say decoration, wonderful. In India,
Yeah,
they will
one
in India
significance.
they will in India they will wipe out and go away. At least they say decoration there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So beautiful. They say at least they accept it's a decoration. There is a decoration for us. Many people are, they don't know the value of this. Why it should be worn? What is the reason? Who quotes it? What should be the dimension? Everything is Vedanta goes in the minutest details. You can't even imagine. Book is there. Amarja also has quoted. You can go through that book. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Good question. Anyway. Some of the reasons Vedanta is that purification of the body by applying mud. What form, what color, everything is given. All the quotations are given. Sandeep, you can go through that.
Adiyan.
Very good question. Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you, Adiyan.
Any other questions, please? Any other doubts? Yes, Anu? Are you there?
Swami, it seems like I don't know if other
Okay.
have any question. I don't think so.
Okay, right, fine. So
Okay.
we can contemplate more on Kirtan also. Maybe some other weekend, which I will announce later.
We will
To have some trips
updating the
planned.
schedule.
Yeah, we can continue. Anyway, we have the WhatsApp group, right? So we can always update the next lecture. So thanks for giving a wonderful satsang, all of you. जय जय सुना कविता के सिंहाय कल्याण समित वेंकटेशाय वेदांत गुरवे नमः जय जय श्री सुदर्शन यार बद्रीनारायण
Thank you, Mama.
Badri.
Thank you for wonderful opportunity to listen. And also you accommodated to our time. Thank you.
Thank you.
More people will join later. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you have any doubt?
Adiyan, Dasat.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Thank you. Thank
I think Advait wants to talk something.
Yeah, please.
He has a doubt.
Yeah. Advait, you have any doubt?
Yeah, hello. I don't have any doubt. Actually, I'm from India, and today, first day, I'm seeing your course and I'm seeing your chanting. It's too good. In fact, I do chanting of many shlokas like Hanuman Chalisa, Mahishasuramarδini, Lingashtakam, and many other shlokas. I'm very interested to learn Tirupavai.
Oh, very good. Super. Anu, make some arrangement so that you can learn Tirupavi. Veda Saram, if you learn Tirupavi, are these necessary? Veda Manittukum Vittagum Kode Tamil. Essence of all the Vedas is Tirupavi. Anu, just make some.
We will actually connect you with
guiding.
some teachers from India itself, so like your time zone should match.
Yeah, where do you stay in India, Advait?
I stay in Boinpalli, Secunderabad, Telangana.
Oh my God! So you're near to my house. I am in Alwal.
Mama.
Finally.
Yeah.
No, I will.
Mama has to make arrangements.
Yeah. You give him my number so that I will talk to him Advait and then arrange it so that he can learn nearby. Boinpalli is very nearby to my house. So I will get somebody so that he can learn. It's no problem. What is your mother tongue, Advait, by the way? Telugu?
I'll give you my number in chat, in your personal chat.
Oh, fine. Done. Okay, done. Thank you. We will arrange. Super. Thank you, Advait.
Welcome.
Anybody else? Any other thing?
If Uji is ready, she can teach. Everybody. If Uji is ready, she can teach. Everybody who comes for the competition, they say like Uji akka nerpicharu. Ade.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I will ask her. Anyway, I'm taking chat box. His number, Advait number, I will help him definitely. Tirupavi. Yeah, anything else? 933. Right.
Mama, for accommodating us, and every time when we ask for Takshika, you never say no. You never turn us away, and we are so blessed to be under your. We are learning a lot from it. It's just not Upanyasam. Maybe we might not ask you more questions, but we catch up a lot from whatever you are delivering through our Upanyasam. So like we are so blessed, and we would like to hear a lot and a lot more. Like we would like to hear all the 9 bhaktis from you. We have completed 2. We will just update the series, and I request all the Bhagavatas to give us the support. So Mama is always ready to support us.
No problem. No problem.
Dhanyasmi Mama.
Okay, thank you. We'll meet again soon. Okay.
So,
Jai Jai Shri Sasana.
Jai Jai Shri Sudarshan.